Hi everyone, welcome back to Workouts with Roxanne. Today I've got a 20-minute Pilates posture workout. So in today's session, we are going to be working for 20 minutes, focusing on all those exercises that are going to help you improve your posture. So keep those shoulders down and back, increase that glute strength and that core strength that is really important for a good posture. You guys are not going to need any equipment in today's session, just your mat and some water. And then when you're ready, let's get started. Alright guys, we are going to start in child's pose today. So I want you to come into the center of your mat on your knees. Take a nice big inhale as we circle our arms over our head. And then we're going to gently lower our arms down to the floor and our chest dropping towards the mat. Really stretch those arms out. Think about lowering your hips down towards your feet as we take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, I want you to walk your hands over to your left. So we're going to feel a nice stretch down the side of our back here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, let's go over to the right. Feeling a nice stretch down the other side. Lowering the chest down as far as you can. Let's come back to the center. Nice and slowly. I want you to arch your back and I want you to arch forwards. So we come onto all fours and I want you to find a nice neutral spine. So the spine should be straight, drawing your belly button in towards your back, shoulders directly over the wrists. I want you to look up to the sky, arching your back, belly button down towards the mat. Then we're going to make a nice curve shape, arching your back up towards the sky. Take a nice big inhale, looking up to the sky. And rounding the back. Arching and rounding one last time. Back to neutral spine. Let's tuck our toes under. Inhale, belly button to spine. Exhale, let's just lift the knees. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Bracing the core the whole time. So we want to keep drawing our belly button towards the spine. Just a little movement here, lifting the knees and lowering back down. We're going to go for 3 more. 2. Last one. I want you to hold here. Let's walk our toes back into that high plank position. So you want one nice straight line between shoulders, hips and knees. Take a nice big inhale. We're going to lift our hips towards the sky and try and sink your heels down towards the floor. Keeping your legs completely straight. Let's pedal out our heels. So you're going to lower one heel, lift the other. Lower the opposite heel and lift the other. So you're going to go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, sinking both heels back down towards the mat. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, we're going to round forwards plank position. Inhale, let's lift. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, 3 more. 3. As we round back to plank, squeeze those glutes. 2, sink the heels. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Holding here. Let's come back down onto our knees. 4-point kneeling. Knees directly over the hips. Wrists directly over our shoulders. Let's extend one leg, extend the opposite arm. We're going to take a nice big inhale as we draw our belly button towards our spine. And then as you exhale, I want you to lift both arm and leg at the same time. Inhale, tapping down. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, good job. Making sure we've got all of our weight on our knee rather than on our wrist. We don't want to put any pressure through the wrist joint. And we're not arching our back as we lift our arm and our leg. We're using that glute. And we're keeping that core nice and tight. Inhale, exhale, 2. Last one, I want you to hold here. Now we're going to take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to think opposite elbow to opposite knee through the body as we crunch. Inhale, really lengthen the arm and lengthen the leg. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do 3 more. For 3, 2, Last one, holding here. Let's bring your hand down and bring the knee down. We're going to swap over to the other side to extend one leg, extend the opposite arm. Inhale, belly button to spine. Exhale, let's lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. So strong glutes are really important with improving posture, improving that spine stability. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do 3 more. Working the back and the shoulders as well as we lift the arms. Also good for posture. 2. Last one. Let's hold. We're going to work the core. So strong core is crucial. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, let's lengthen. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale, really reach your arm and your legs to the other end of the room. Draw opposite elbow to opposite knee. 2 more. Keeping that core nice and tight. Last one. Good job. Lower down the hand and the leg. Let's step back into that plank position. So one straight line. Shoulders, hips, and knees. Let's lower our hips towards the floor. Flattening our feet. Looking up towards the sky. Sinking your hips down towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, make sure your hands are nice and close. Exhale, let's push back up. Looking up towards the sky, dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, exhale, let's lift our hips back towards the sky. Sinking our heels down towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, rounding forwards. Inhale, let's bend our knees. Exhale, shoot forwards. Inhale, exhale for 3, 2, last one. Good job. Holding here, coming down onto our knees, low plank position. We're going to take 3 Pilates push-ups, so rotate the elbows in, keep them nice and close to the body. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower the chest and press for 3, 2, last one. Good job. Let's lower ourselves all the way down and stay here on the mat. Wiggling into the center of the mat. We're going to extend our arms and extend our legs. Shoulder width apart, relaxing the glutes, relax the legs. We're just going to work the upper body. I want you to keep your eyes down, chin tucked in. We're going to take a nice big inhale. Draw the belly button towards the spine. As you exhale, I want you to lift your arms off the mat and the chest. We're keeping the lower ribs on the mat, and I want your eyes down, chin tucked in, so we don't need bending our neck, causing any pain in the neck, keeping them chin down. Inhale as you lower down. Then you're going to exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So try and relax the glutes. We're just using our back and our upper body here. Lift and lower. Exhale. Keep those arms as straight as you can. Eyes down again, chin tucked in. Good job. Inhale. Exhale, let's lift. We're going to do 3 more. For 3, 2, last one. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, we're going to drive those elbows down and back. Palms facing the floor. Let's extend your arms over your head. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Good job. So as we drive our elbows down, think you want to squeeze those shoulder blades together and lower. Trying to keep those bottom ribs on the mat because we really want to be working our back here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We're going to do 3 more. Keep those eyes down. Make sure that our shoulders are away from our ears. We don't want to be scrunching our shoulders up towards our head. 2. Last one. Relaxing the glutes. Just use the upper body. Lift. Drive. Extend and down. Good job. This time we're going to include our glutes. So we extend our arms. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to lift your arms and your legs at the same time. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the glutes. So this time we want to keep the legs completely straight, lifting our thighs off the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Squeeze those glutes. We're going to do 2 more. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lift. Good job. Holding here. We're going to do 1 more time. We're going to hold. So we're going to inhale. Exhale. Lift. I want you to start beating your hands up and down in your swimmer. So start kicking those legs and kicking those arms. Eyes down, chin tucked in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Relaxing all the way down. Bring your hands in close to your body. Let's press back into child's pose. So sink those hips towards those feet and extend those arms as far as you can. Sinking your heels down towards the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Let's come sitting on our back. We're going to bend our knees, feet on the floor, hands behind the back of our thighs. Let's lift the chest, elongate that spine. Roll those shoulders down and back. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, we're going to round backwards, halfway. Inhale, I want you to lift. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. So you find that C shape with your spine, tucking that tailbone under. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. We're going to do 3 more. For 3. Lifting up. Roll those shoulders away from your ears. Last one. This time we're going to use the arms. So we're going to take a nice big circle as we lift up. Extend your arms over your head. Exhale. Hands in front. Inhale, lift, so big circles. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, round. 3 more. For 3, 2. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Let's hold here. Roll those shoulders back. Belly button to spine as you inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, hands by the ears, keeping them completely straight. 3 more. For 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Holding here. Let's lower ourselves all the way down towards the floor. Let's bring our hands down by our sides. Feet hip distance apart. Let's take our hands behind our ears. Elbows nice and wide. Take a nice big inhale, belly button to spine. Exhale, I want you to lift up, draw opposite elbow to opposite knee. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, swapping sides. Lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good job. So you really want to think opposite rib to opposite hip as we crunch up. Keeping our hands by our ears. We're not interlacing our hands behind our head because we don't want to be tempted to pull our head up. We really want to use those abs to crunch the upper body. Elbow to knee. Well done. Inhale. Exhale, lift. We're going to do 4 more. For 4, 3, 2. Last one. So you can stay here with your feet down, or you're going to inhale, lift one knee, exhale, lift the other into tabletop position. I want you to imprint your spine. So what that means is press your spine down towards the floor, drawing your belly button in, knees directly over the hips. You can take a nice big inhale. Exhale, we're going to lift, elbow to knee. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Inhale. Exhale. So staying here, or this time you're going to extend that free leg completely straight. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. So the option is to extend that leg completely straight, or you can tap the opposite toe down, keeping that knee at 90 degrees. Only lower your leg down as far as you can without your back arching. So you want to stay in complete control. So choose the option that suits you. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to do 6 more. For 6, 5. Good job. 4. Inhale. Exhale for 3 and 2. Last one. Good job holding here. We're going to take a nice big inhale, belly button towards the spine. Exhale, let's crunch. Inhale as we lower down, we're going to tap those toes down. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, let's add the arms. Extend your arms over your head. Inhale. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Good job. Exhale. Draw ribs to hips. Really crunching up. Sweep your hands past your legs. Think ribs to hips. Try not to drive your head up. Try and use those abs. Reach your hands. We're going to do 3 more for 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Keep that spine imprinted. Last one. Hold here. Good job. Give those knees a great big hug. Let's bring them down to the floor. Feet hip distance apart. Relax your arms down by your sides. Inhale, exhale. I want you to lift, 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 lift your hips and squeeze your glutes until you've got a straight line between shoulders, hips and knees. Then I want you to inhale, lower back down all the way. Exhale, lift. As you lift, make sure that your knees are going straight in line with your big toe. You don't want them caving in or going out. And as you lift, tuck that tailbone under and squeeze the glutes. We're not arching our back. The spine is staying nice and straight. And squeeze. Inhale. Good job. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Really drive through those heels as you lift the glutes. So you can really target those glute muscles and drive through the heels rather than the toes. Inhale, exhale, lift. We're going to do 3 more for 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. On the last one, we're going to hold here and pulse. So I want you to hold and pulse for 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest up towards the sky. Good job. Taking the hands by the side. Let's extend them towards the sky. As we inhale, lower down. Extend your arms over your head. Exhale, let's lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. We're going to do 3 more for 3, 2. Last one. Holding here. I want you to heel toe the feet out so they're wider than shoulder width. Knees going outwards in line with the toe. Lifting the hips, pressing those knees out. We're going to inhale, lower down, extend your arms over your head. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. This time the knees are pointing out in line with the toes. Inhale, exhale, really squeeze those glutes, tucking that tailbone under. You guys are awesome. And squeeze and lift. We're going to do 4 more for 4 before we pulse again. 3, 2. Last one. We're going to hold here and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Relaxing all the way down. Let's bring and feet back hip distance apart. Inhale, lifting one knee. Exhale, lifting the other. Extend your arms towards the sky. We're going to inhale, extend one arm, extend the opposite leg and return. Opposite side, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So this is too challenging. You can leave your hands down by your side or challenge yourself today. Really think about the movement. Inhale, exhale. Making sure that we are imprinting our spine the whole time, so we don't want our back arching. Keep those ribs down, tense those abs. We're going to do 6 more for 6 and 5. Good job. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Holding here. Let's bring our hands down by our sides. Down wide, shoulder height. Squeeze those knees together. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale. We're going to lower our knees down to the left. And then exhale, return to center. Keep squeezing those knees together. Knees are at 90 degrees. Opposite side, we're going to take a nice big inhale, lowering our knees down towards the floor. Exhale and lift. Inhale. Exhale back to center. So make sure both of your shoulders are staying on the floor. We don't want them lifting, and we want to keep our hands, palms facing up, knees at 90 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, lift. So we're really using our obliques, using our core here to control the legs. Only lower down as far as you can without losing control. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Keep going. We're going to do one more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. So we're going to do 2 more for 2. Last one. This time we're going to let our legs go all the way over towards the floor, keeping both of your shoulders on the mat if you can. Now we're going to take the hand, gently holding it onto the knee. In our spinal twist. Bringing the hand back where it was. Inhale, exhale back to center. Let's swap over to the side. So let the knees go all the way over towards the floor, holding here. And then we're going to use the opposite hand to gently hold onto the knee into place and just relaxing here for 1 breath. Make sure both your shoulders are on the floor. Inhale, exhale. Let's bring our hand back down, shoulder height. Inhale, exhale, back to center. Good job. Let's hug those knees. Let's extend one leg completely straight onto the floor and give that knee a great big hug. Outside hand is up on the top of the shin, inside hand is on the bottom half of the shin. Let's switch over to the other side, allowing that foot to fall towards the floor, giving your knee a great big hug. Let's lift that foot up and we're going to switch. Keep the foot hovering this time. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good job. We're going to do 4 more of these. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Good job. Give those knees a big hug. Holding onto your knees, gently rocking from side to side. Massaging the lower back. When you're ready, we're going to take a nice big roll backwards. So inhale, roll. Coming into that seated position on the floor. Scooching into the center of the back, take a nice big inhale, exhale, let's fold forwards. Inhale, lift, exhale, let's fold. Inhale, let's come into the center of the mat and bring the soles of our feet together. Holding onto your feet, allowing your knees to gently fall towards the floor. We don't want to be rolled back. We want to lift up onto our sit bones. Roll those shoulders back. Take a nice big inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Well done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today for your Pilates posture workout. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. If you did, then don't forget, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you again in our next workout.